Alright. After passing the chastity with great prowess, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. Adequate performance back there. Adequate. Yes, adequate. For the next part of our plan, go have your reader here consult the stars, see where they next take you. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. This night, here you say high up. And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside then. The plan Volfram mentioned. I just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan, as far as I'm concerned. But, there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer, thanks to you. One more look to the heavens. I mean, it's this giant one right here, I'm guessing. That's not hard to find. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north where looms Mount Elodil, and on the very top, the Fall of Solium. Sacred mountain where loom rites were first conceived. Oh. According to the stars, next rites to commence there. From the stars indicated this exactly. Volfred, sir, how did you know? Will smiles back at him, but she senses thoughts, as though he's directing them to you. I too can read, my girl. Oh, whoa! Wasn't expecting that.
Forbidden though the words may be.
Okay, wasn't expecting voice acting, like in English. Turns back to Hedwyn. Yeah, I was expecting that. Your reader skills, while rare, are not unique. But as I said, I'll let her do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you could use some rest, and for that matter, so can I. If you'll excuse me. Since you're all exhausted from recent travels, given the road ahead, you would agree that it's best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Alright. Dawn, Volfred is already up. He reveals to you that a pathway through the woods into the cold lands of the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Okay, let's head to the shore. This game is so fucking pretty. Like, holy shit. Oh, it's so good. Alright, to the shore we go. Clear the woods at last, and arrive at the lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Elodil. You will have to make it to the make it all the way to the very top. In a moment of respite, Volfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded. Banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? Let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? Looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject. You only know the truth of how you feel. Shit. Yeah. Tell Volfred the freedom is to experience pure, unrequited love, a deep state of emotional honesty and fulfillment. If you love someone and they love you back, nothing else matters. Consider your remark for a short while. Romantic, are we, my girl? An interesting interpretation. I'll grant you that when one is spurned by love, one tends to feel free, feel unbound by other forces typically at play. Nevertheless, the love that you describe does not supplant basic necessities, and may be unable to take root in certain circumstances. The love that you describe might well wither on the vine in such a place as this. Then turns attention to the whole group. Now, let me tell you what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live without fear. Oh, that was the other one I was going to choose. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, and at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Okay, literally, that is like my entire modus operandi in life. Like, as long as you aren't hurting somebody else, like, I guess, non-consensually, like, I don't give a shit what you do. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know or whom you love or what you choose to think or not think. Turns towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. A system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long since been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear that they shall not intervene firsthand. That's where you come in. Turns towards everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see the seeking freedom only for yourselves to do modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. Plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rites, then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together in the spiral sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agent on the other side shall explain the rest. Wait, are we going, like... Is this not going to be just this? Is this going to turn into, like, an actual, like, thing? Burndown remains the old capital of the Commonwealth. You're plotting a revolt. Just so, I'm asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. Reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be part of this, nor is it my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here, like so many others. So, if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth, as you are doing here, then speak now. Pauses for a time, examining each member of the group, no one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. But all of you are here bound through the rites and are integral to our plan, remember that. Seek true freedom, you will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But together you can bring it about, both yourselves and the others. This is my promise. Let's out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Turns towards the mountains, and leaving you to consider what he said, and plot the wagons down a northward path. Those are furry hills. Those are fucking giant wolf hedgehogs. Beyond lies Mount Eladil. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Right. Well, let's talk to people first. Sandalwood, sup? There you are, my girl. There was something I wanted to discuss with you in private. Which stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then... You do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we. We are not limited to reading pages of a book. Though your ability in this is, I sense, nascent still. Mere flashes uncontrollable. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. If it told you that readers such as you cannot go free. I'd wondered why you would insist on passing onward with this group in light of this. The answer, then, was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such manners. Rather, I had expected, when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this from reading the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path towards enlightenment, and become enlightened to regain their freedom. Perhaps you had not gotten to that part just yet. Wilfred breaks free from you and looks at you again and speaks to you as normal. The long-standing exile of the Nightwings who seeks more than his own freedom. It is plain that you are not in an adequate condition to conduct the... It is plain that you are not in an adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure that you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think that the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that they are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If you wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, not for any one of us. Do you understand? Yeah, I understand. I kind of got that from the fact that the voice was telling me that, that I wasn't going to be able to get through. Also, why isn't he done by their... what's his name? Fuck. Oh, I know his name. It's not Omar. Shit. He's the guy who did, Rux, and he did Transistor. Fuck. Why isn't he done by him? I admire that, my girl. Very well, then. You know that we have much at stake here in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back to the Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. Sounds like you intend to stick around. Then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the Sacred Mountain in the coming days. Till then, strides out of the wagon, leaving you to your thoughts. Yeah, I could do the scribe trials, but... nah. That last one felt a bit too much bullshit. Earlier, Volford called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he revealed some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed go yourself out here, it can't be all of you at once. We're on our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together, yes, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You had him and the others exchange glances. Let's make this plainer for you still. Here's how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Elodil, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through here, as your reader can attest. She does not merely skim. If she did not merely skim that chapter of the book, I didn't click on the Scribe's Gate shit. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Solomia and meet our adversaries in the Rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon. Oh, great. You'll know him when you see him. Okay, let's see who the Tempers are. Mighty triumvirate that has been closest rival of the Nightwings, led by the demon Angaris. As a notorious demon leader, one of the most feared triumvirates. Both you and they shall choose someone of your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevails, there's somebody who will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth. Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in, clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all of this. The same Commonwealth that says a sentence to exiles forever, and freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of the details the scribes themselves wish to keep secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then, what is it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation. And indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall just be a step along our path. However, let us sit for now, gather your strength. We shall talk again on our way up. For leaves the rest of you consider what he said. You now have time for one of your vocations. At dawn, you should begin the ascent. We're gonna mentor a companion. So who needs it the most? Oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna mentor her. Let's chat for a spell. Sit down with Pamitha to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it, since she's beginning to understand. Wow, that's a good chunk. Well, Pamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether you like it or not. Let's see what her thing is. So, last one, this one. Permanently gains 8 quickness. 4 quickness, presence, and hope, making her all around better. That is really good. For 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Pamitha gets it 30% faster than usual. This one is while flying, Pamitha moves faster than usual. Yeah. Strange sensation to be sure, though it gives to you a moment to reflect. Alright, so Pamitha is super powerful now. Let us continue on our journey, because this has been a lot of talking today. You've not been to this region of the downside. Alright, let's start up a mountain. God, I love how, like, everything in this game looks. Here before you lies Mount Eladil, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Humans gather around again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever, whether from the cold air or subject hand, and you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions now. I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. It's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is go free, who shall it be? Go on. Now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam? That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries and the rights. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want the freedom back, of course. They'll set up for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of those first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who lived to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? As for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good long time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Headwind over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, a buried old wagon and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts. Gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I have reason to believe you are not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you've seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head begins to spin as you confuse yourself. Oh no, I'm gonna keep listening. Yeah, this is important. Wolford's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much that he's willing to tell you at this point. Prompts for further questions when Jodio raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still wish to know why us. Why are we, among all others, chosen for the liberation rite? Unblooded moon? Okay. I see. Well, but that is simple really, madam. You were chosen, you were qualified, I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though, in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. Triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as the individuals moved on or passed on. You met them as they are today, the accursers, the withdrawn, accusers. Vindictive triumvirate that conducted many liberation rites in the past, but seldom prevailed. And the withdrawn, bog dwellers, and so on. The Eight Scribes also formed a special group against which all others should be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. Oh, you bear their books, wear their masks and raiment. You need but show up to the rites and see. The others, erstwhile, jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then. Participation is all that matters? Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While Fairs can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, shall find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet, still, the other triumvirate press on, with fleeting hopes that one day you'd be back. It's a heavy price to pay in all this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Huh. Interesting. Some murmur to themselves all about all this as Volfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter Pathways leading up to the mountain and present you with some options. Emperor's Fall. Pathway leads the outskirts of Mount Elodil's nameless lower summits. Pamletha expects some long-lost values to be stashed there. And Faye believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Gap through the nameless lower summits. Let's go with... Some valuables would be nice, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's go. She joined Pamletha on her brief expedition to find anything valuable dropped by those who tried to scale the mountain but did not succeed. Wait, she'll be joining you. What now? I get 2 chaperones, but sure, I'm game. Whatever you wingless are into. The sound of a bird. Fetch those trinkets and be done. Nice, full of bitterness. You really ought to make the most of these last precious moments that we share. Oof. That frame rate. And you ought not to mince your words. Oh, please, we all know you're going to be the first one out of here, so why not quit your constant frowning for a change? I, the first one out of here? Of course, it's plain the others pity you. You've been here longer than the rest of us by far. Besides, maybe that Wolfrid, though he seems plenty happy here, making his speeches. How dare you to presume? Nothing is decided as of yet. Oh, no doubt. Though if by some coincidence you do end up selected for the honor, I just want you to know something. Truly from the bottom of my heart, do hope we shall prevail on your behalf. Because that way you shall be free. Of me, at least. I, in turn, shan't have to suffer any longer your hideous attitudes towards me and everything. At that, you intervene. Jodi's eyes burn with fury, and then she calms herself. We shall see you at the wagon, Rita. And with the scoffs, swear that one. Well, moving on. There's something sparkling down there. Be right back. Swoops out of sight, leaving you alone there on the mountain. And the soon returns something that lay long forgotten in the rock below. Luminous idol! Grasping the orb, bear instant recovers. Oh my god, that's so wonderful. Oh, Jesus, that's so good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make it through all this and to the next right, and then I'm going to end the episode. Second of 2 paths leading to the mountain's summit, and which to play on the sacred waters there. Professes a passing whim to see the view from there. Well, I love Gilman, but Hedwyn though, like... Hedwyn's a good bean, and I'm probably gonna send him first, so let's make him happy. We'll have a chance to make everyone else happy after. Yeah, I never looked this up on how long to beat. I don't have any idea how long this game is. Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say, no sign of anything at all. Something is troubling him. Oh, that's just... I'm giving lots of thought to everything that Wolfred told us. In another couple days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or, I don't mean to put it that way. One of us can go free. We earn our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might all be part of Wolfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you, and even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Wolfred has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. Won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rights, and we stuck down here together just like this. We haven't failed a right yet. 2 of you walk on in silence for a moment, then at last you return to the wagon. Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Feels more prepared for the rest of the next ride. Hope likewise for the best. Oh, he just straight up got enlightenment for that. Okay. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate. Hey, we didn't get to read this before because I skipped over it. This is said, the scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. Where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together how much we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Oh, 10 hours. Okay. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please follow me. Leaving his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. So, what's up with the lone minstrel, though? Like, he's just never gonna leave the downside? Okay, never mind. I see. He's a scribe, I bet. Well, ask your companions and nears the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then approaches before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq?
Salutium, Ceres.
It is. Greetings, Celeste. So the scribe gate seems connected to the lone minstrel on the rights. And how's your rest? Too long, Celeste. Seems your work is piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate. Aye. Then let us make this quick. Gestures towards the rest of you. Now each of you in turn state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing the scribe gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. The fellow exiles exchanged glances, but comply quickly. I'll start. They call me Hedwin the Deserter. I've come seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with one whom I love. When bids forward, Lone Minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. I'm regarded by the name Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums preferably. Go see Mama back home. Captain Jode Oriel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Faye. I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. Must be them, because if not, then who? Squeak! Tizo seems to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Hamathan Thalen. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then, as Wolfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You, I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You're not clad in raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. And state why you're here, as have the others. My name is Wolfred Sandalwood. Seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves them by. Then she turns for you, for no one is left to go. State who you are to traverse the scribe gate. I don't know who I am. I feel like you recall a time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your minds. Perhaps you wanted to forget the place. One called Celeste examines you, expecting you to add to your response. I want to help my friends. Companions you have met here, ones who've helped you survive and to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That's all you wish for now. He regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. Tariq. Aye, Celeste. Be on your way as well. Lone Minstrel bows his head, puts his hat back on. He does not look back at her. The town of Mount Elodil, you can see the distant downside before you. You think the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Alright, we've got talking and everything else to do. We're gonna do that next time. Have a nice night, everybody.
All are not the same, but 3 shall